Alright, today we're going to use some apparatus for the Volatile Liquid Lab. And you guys are going to have to make your own piece of glass. In the end, it's going to look like this. Okay? So how we do that is we get these straight pieces of glass and we need to score them. So we take the corner or edge of a file and we really scrape the glass and roll it. So it's got to make quite a bit of noise. So you have to push with a lot of force. Once you've scored the glass, and that might be going around twice, trying to get to the same spot, put your thumb on each side, push with a little bit of force, and it's in two pieces. Now each piece can get two of these. So I'm going to put the center of this in that flame in the hottest spot, and that's really where the point of that inner blue cone is. And I'm rolling it in my hand the whole time. Rolling, rolling, rolling. And you have to be a little patient. What I find students do is get a little impatient. You want the glass to be really wobbly before you pull it. So we'll see what that looks like. See how it's starting to get bendy? Now I'm still rolling it, but I'm trying to keep it straight. And then I'm going to take it out of the flame and I'm going to stretch it. And because it was hot, it was pretty easy to stretch. Once it's kind of stiffened up, I'm going to lay it flat on the table, not touching that hot spot. And I have another piece prepared that's already been stretched, but it's cool. I'm going to bend it, or I'm going to break it kind of down the middle because I need two pieces out of that. And I'm going to kind of implode, do that same thing, push on that center, but it's pretty skinny, so it's pretty easy to break. And then I'm going to take the wing tip. You'll have it on the same burner. I've just got it on a different burner. And I'm going to take this thing and I'm going to roll it just like I was doing before. But now I'm rolling it in the spread out flame. So it's not as hot, but I'm trying to heat a stretch of glass. Instead of one spot, we're heating a stretch. And yes, your hands are close to the flame, but my hands are not burning. They're just a little warm. It's okay. Once it gets really, again, soft, and you can kind of feel it start to give in your hands, keep rolling it for a little while longer. And then you can just kind of bend it. Sorry. You want something that is bent so it goes up and then it points down. Now the part of the flame that we bent is really, really hot. So you don't want to touch it right now. But I'm going to put that piece down and I'm going to get another piece. And one of the things it says then, once it's done, is you want to fire polish the ends. So I need a little bit of gas. And you really put the end that was broken, that has some sharp edges, into the heat. And this has a little rubber stopper on it that's burning. Yours won't burn, I hope, because you'll have a fresh piece. And you kind of fire polish that edge until it doesn't have any sharp edges. And then you're going to, again, put that down so it cools. Keep track of the hot pieces. Don't touch those with your hand. Hot glass looks just like cold glass, and people get burnt a lot of times in this lab just from picking up their glass too early. What I really need is a piece of cool glass, which I'm not sure I have. And I want to get then this end through this one-hole stopper. It doesn't fit very well, so I put a little tiny bit of glycerin on the outside and kind of roll it around with my finger. So I just have a little bit, not a lot. And then I'm going to push that by pushing and rotating down into the stopper till the flat end, flat end that you fire polished, shows up just level with the bottom of the stopper. Level with the bottom of the stopper. It's not there yet, so I keep going. You want it in there pretty solidly, and you want to be able to count on it sealing off that stopper. Once I have it, we'll have an apparatus that looks like this. This is a Florence flask. We use it with gases because they could explode against the flat edges of Erlenmeyer flasks. So this is a good thing to work when you're working with gases. You're going to take this whole apparatus and weigh it, and then weigh it at the end once you've sealed this, and there's a little bit of volatile liquid in there. So you're going to open this up and put a volatile liquid in there, and then you're going to put it in a hot water bath. Mine's not boiling, yours will be, or you won't get it very hot very fast. So you'll put it in there and you'll lower it as much as you can, holding it with a test tube clamp. That'll hold it in the water until you're sure no volatile liquid is still spitting out that opening. When you're sure no volatile liquid is spitting out, you're going to bring your burner over in that hottest part of it, and you're going to melt the end of that shut. Then you're going to sit it around for a while and let it cool down. Some liquids are going to recondense down here. Some of the stuff you put in came out. Some liquid's going to recondense. You're going to take a really good mass at the end. Then you're going to invert it in a bucket of water. Like inside the bucket it'll look like this. And you're going to take your file and try to break the end of that little sharp piece of glass off under the water. Not with your fingers. Push it against the edge of this. It's relatively easy to break if you get your glass pretty thin. If you did a good job sealing it, water will rush in because the liquid or the gas that we made from the liquid has condensed and there's almost a vacuum inside of here. And the water rushes in to take that place. Once there's water in here, you've got to work off the stopper. Part of the water is in there and we want it all. And then you'll dump it in a big graduated cylinder to find the volume. The volume that you find will be equal to the volume the gas took up when you heated the volatile liquid. Done.